Joining us now is Paul Blatt. He is the CEO of JVS Human Services, back with us once again on the MegaCast. Paul, thanks for being with us.
Good morning. How are you?
Doing all right. How are you, Paul?
Hanging in, hanging in.
So for the past 30 years, Women to Work has been helping women in need of a fresh start and needing immediate employment. Right now, getting women back in the workforce is a big goal across the board here in the state of Michigan. We just talked yesterday, or just recently, with Jennifer Llewellyn from Oakland County, Michigan Works about that ongoing crisis within a crisis here in Oakland County and throughout the state of Michigan and the country. Tell us a little bit about Women to Work and what this program does to get women back into the workforce.
Yeah, so you're fortunate to have Jennifer on earlier. Jennifer is an amazing resource. We partner with Oakland County, Michigan Works in operating their Waterford location, so I'm excited that the exposure is there. Women to Work is a program that JVS, as you said, has been doing for over 30 years. Women in the workforce, I'm sure over 300,000 women have left the workforce in this past year and a half, many of whom are still struggling to return because childcare and before and after care for schools is still not available to many people. And so when those folks are able to return to the workplace, we know that our workforce is depleted and we need more people returning. So we're excited that JVS will be able to do that through Women to Work.
We're joined by Paul Blatt. He is the CEO of JVS Human Services, joining us on the MegaCast. And so each year you run a fundraiser called Trade Secrets in order to help raise funds for Women to Work. Tell us a little bit about that event, what people can expect when they, if they do join in and join you for Trade Secrets in 2021.
Well, that's great. So the Trade Secret is we've asked successful women to come in and share their secrets of success in life. This year, Sherry Finsilver is going to be our honoree and talking about the work that she has done in helping the Tremor Association and all the work that she has done in the community in a meaningful way. We're also acknowledging, it's really exciting, a woman who was part of the Women to Work program over 30 years ago. And her son recently reached out to us to talk about Women to Work 30 years ago and how that afforded him to get to a place of success, and really attributes the JVS Women to Work program. So we'll be hearing from him about what has happened and how his life was impacted by the program. For folks that want to join us live, they can come in person at the Troy Marriott. We're asking that only people who are vaccinated join us that evening. And there's an option for people to join us virtually as well. All proceeds from the event go to support the Women to Work program.
You can learn more information about the Trade Secrets event with tickets starting at $150 for the online event, and that are available through email as well by going to their website at jvshumanservices.org. And so Paul Blatt is with us, CEO of JVS Human Services. Back on the Women to Work front, what are some of the programs within Women to Work that these women that do join the program go through, and how are those programs beneficial in getting these women that are looking to get back into the workforce able to put their best foot forward and seek those jobs that they're looking for?
Yeah, so the most important thing about the program is that it's giving women hope. When people have been out of the workforce for a period of time, they don't recognize the value that they're bringing to an employer. So the Women to Work program helps build that camaraderie through this cohort that really teaches women all of the skills that they have to bring to an employer, and how to enter that workforce. So it's going to be teaching LinkedIn skills and interviewing skills. So we're really working on helping support people with mental health, knowing that the last 18 months have truly impacted people's views and how they return to the workforce. So all of those things brought together, led by Judy Richmond, who has been doing this work for us for 25 years in that space, really brings great value to the women that are participating.
And then, so Paul, how do women that are in need of these services, how do they seek them from JVS Human Services? And are there certain qualifications in order to be taking part in Women to Work?
Yeah, so it's go to our website, jvshumanservices.org. They could call our main number at 248-559-5000 and inquire about it and find out more information about the program. The best part of the fact that the program is philanthropically funded is that we don't have as many constraints as other programs may have. So if people who are identifying as women that want to and are looking to return to the workforce, we want to be able to support them.
We're joined by Paul Blatt. He is the CEO of JVS Human Services, joining me today on the MegaCast. And so, Paul, as part of the Trade Secrets event this year, if people are attending that event, they're going to hear some great speakers. Will they also be able to have any sort of Q&A session or a meet and greet with these speakers as well to kind of pick their brains a little more about some of the topics that they're speaking about and maybe gain even additional insight?
Yeah, not this year, right? This year we're really, unfortunately, the virus still has too much control of our lives. So I'll put it out there and say, please get vaccinated so we can all get over this. So this year we're really working. It is going to be a nice night of in-person interaction. However, we're really encouraging our folks to be socially distanced and masked when they're not eating, because we really want to create a safe environment for all.
We're joined by Paul Blatt. He is the CEO of JVS Human Services, joining us on the MegaCast, their Trade Secrets event, their 2021 fundraiser. You can find more tickets for that and get your tickets for that starting at $150 for the online event by going to their website at jvshumanservices.org, where you can also learn more about their Women to Work program. So, Paul, the Women to Work program, it's been in place and been helping women get back into the workforce for over 30 years. How long is the program thereabouts, and what have been the results of it in terms of getting those women that go through the program back into the workforce as they seek to do so?
Wonderful question. So the program, the regular Women to Work program, is a 5-week, twice-a-week program that people come in for half a day, and interact with each other and gain skills. We also offer a different program that adds a computer training, Microsoft Office Suite training, which that turns into a 12-week program, but then the person's walking away with significant Microsoft Office Suite skills. And so that's how long, and that's the space. And I forgot your other question, Tyler. I'm sorry.
Yeah, my questions were, how long does this program go on for? When someone joins the Women to Work program, how long are they dealing with that? And then what are the typical results on the other side?
So thank you, and that's really important, because the impact on people's lives is significant. We know that over time that over 85% of the women who have joined Women to Work have gone on to gain meaningful employment and or have chosen to go on for further education, that they recognize that they're longer term skills and they want to improve skill sets and gain more training. So between those two options, 85% of them have found success.
We're joined by Paul Blatt. He is the CEO of JVS Human Services, joining us on the MegaCast to talk about JVS's Women to Work program that's been in place for over 30 years, as well as their Trade Secrets fundraiser that will help to raise funds to run this program again next year. That is coming up soon, and you can find more information and purchase tickets to that online and in-person event on their website at jvshumanservices.org. And so, Paul, during the pandemic, we saw a number of women leave the workforce, a disproportionate amount of women leave the workforce. Now some are starting to trend back toward looking for those jobs and getting back into the workforce as things have slowly but surely kind of emerged back towards some semblance of normalcy. Have you seen an increase over the past several months of women who have been seeking to utilize the Women to Work program to help them put their best foot forward in getting back into the workforce?
So yeah, in some ways we have seen an uptick in the last month. And again, I would say that we still have the challenge for childcare. It's still going to be a challenge for folks. And so as we continue to for those school districts to find people to work in their before and after care, that affords women to return to the workforce. The other factor that we can't overlook is that many people have retired from the workforce, so that adds to that gap as well. But the more we can do to provide a stable home environment for folks, it's going to give us that chance to get women returning.
We're joined by Paul Blatt. He is the CEO of JVS Human Services, joining us on the MegaCast. Their Trade Secrets fundraiser coming up very soon. You can learn more information and purchase tickets starting at $150 for the online and in-person event by going to their website at jvshumanservices.org, where you can also learn more about the Women to Work program. Paul, just another couple minutes with you before we'll say goodbye. Anything else that would be important for our audience to know that we haven't discussed already today, or any other interesting things coming up through JVS that our audience would benefit from knowing about?
So there's so much going on at JVS, and I can't even start to tell you all the amazing things. So come to our website and check it out. Regarding the trade secrets, the only thing I would ask is also that if people were not interested in the evening, there is a raffle that is available online as well. And love for people, it's not as big of an ask for folks. So if people want to jump on and get a $20 raffle ticket and support the work that we're doing as well. I just want to thank Sherry Finsilver for giving up her time and her effort to be with us that night. It's just an honor to be representing the agency and the amazing work that has happened for all these years.
Well, Paul, we appreciate it. Thanks for joining us, previewing the Trade Secrets event and telling us more about the Women to Work program, as so many women that left the workforce earlier on in the pandemic for a number of different reasons are looking to return, and hopefully are going to be able, with the help of JVS and with the help of this program, find great jobs that will be good for them returning to the workforce in a completely new world than the one that they left the workforce in. So thanks, Paul.
Thank you.